Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And I'm popping in on you to tell you that they are wondering how you are doing it. They are wondering how you are doing it. And I'm going to lead this message with Philippians 2 and 13. And it says, God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases Him. And so, Kingdom people, they are wondering how you are doing it. Now, part of what this message is about, the initial part, should I say, is how are you overcoming all these obstacles? How are you even dodging these traps that they set for you? How are you not being affected by their spells, their curses, their voodoo, all of their witchcraft? They're wondering how you're doing it. What has happened is people were wondering how you're doing it. It could be still some wondering how you're doing it. But many of these people are coming to realize how you're doing it. They know God is with you. They know God is for you. They know God is protecting you. Some of these people even, when they were trying to put all these obstacles in your way and trying to stop you, block you, some of them even were trying to take you out. But Kingdom people, when they realized that they couldn't get in the way of what you were doing because God is with you, they did kind of want to ultimately take you out, because these kind of people don't want to see you do well. Now, again, they're wondering how you're doing it. Yes, they're wondering how you are avoiding all of their attempts, all of their attacks. Yes, this is so. Again, some of these people realize, okay, God is with you. But here's the thing about people like this, because they are demonically possessed, and really what they are, God gave me reprobate. Well, first he gave me brain dead. Then when he said brain dead to me, he said reprobates are brain dead. In other words, yes, they still walking around. They're still so-called using that brain of theirs, I guess. I like to say they have mashed potatoes for brains, because clearly, something is. But God said they're brain dead, and reprobates are brain dead because their brains don't function like a normal human being. It's demonic. It's reprobate. God is not there. So a person where God is, a person who isn't a reprobate, hasn't been turned over to a reprobated mind, they brain can pretty much, for the most part, think normally, unless they have some kind of a disability or a mental ailment or something like that, but those are exceptions. Outside of that, people can think normal. Their brains function normally for the most part. Everybody is a little different, but for the most part, their brains think, function normally. But a reprobate, their brain dead. So they don't really have no functioning brain. They don't operate from brain. And in fact, the enemy has taken over their brain. They've been turned over pretty much to the enemy. God has left them. So these are the people that's wondering how you do it, because they're brain dead. Now, the other part of this is they are wondering how you keep going. They're wondering how you do what you do as far as keep showing up. Listen, Kingdom people, many of you have such a way about yourself, and the way you have about yourself, you consider it to just be who you are, which it is. But I'm trying not to even go there. Some people are very gutter. Some people are very low. And so when you carry yourself a certain way, when you have confidence, when you just a go-getter, when you're a person who just have dreams and visions and goals, and you go for them, when you're a person who have some achievements, and that's just the thing for you. What do they call it? High achievers, I guess you could say. When you're someone who just wants something out of life and you go for it, and you just not someone who's sitting around wasting their life away, in other words. Or you're not someone that just go get a job and just work and that's it for you. And I'm not knocking jobs. Understand what I'm saying? Some people, their lives have no meaning. Even if they have a job, it's just to pay their bills. And I'm not saying we don't all have bills to pay, of course, but we also have drive. We also have, God ordained dreams and visions and goals. So our lives have purpose. Our lives have meaning. And so God is leading us in our lives. And so with this, he gives us what we need to move into what it is he's taking us towards, whether it be what he's called us to, the mission he has for us, whatever assignments he have us on, and what he's purposed for our lives. And that's where Philippians 2:13 comes into play. God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases him. And so they're wondering how you're doing it, but it's God who's doing it through you. He gives you what you need to do it. See, again, I got to go back to this, because reprobates, and for the most part, a lot of your enemies are reprobates. I'm sorry to say. But this is what God has been giving me. Not all, but if some of those enemies don't stop, that's what they become. Because when you keep going and you keep going against the warning of God, and you're coming after God's chosen, coming after God's kingdom people, it's not good. And the other part of that is that when you're constantly going in these kind of demonic behaviors and doing all this wickedness and evil, trying to cause harm, just being a wicked person, just being low, going back to that. If it ain't love, it's low. If it ain't love, it's hell. It's hellish. If it ain't of God, it's of the devil. And so when you continuously operate in that low place, I mean, what can come from that? Nothing good comes from the low place, operating in evil and just being wicked, being jealous, harboring this jealousy and envy, so much so you want to harm others who you're jealous of, who you think their life should be yours. And why? And again, these kind of people, they're not even trying to do anything with their lives. A lot of it comes from they have no drive, they have no vision, they have no purpose. Why? That's a whole nother thing as to how it came to that. And I want to say many people did have that at one point, but some of these people are fallen angels, or the children or grandchildren or great-great-grandchildren, whatever, of fallen angels. Don't want to go too much into that, but that's kind of what we're dealing with here. So these people, definitely, there's nothing there. Their purpose, listen, I said they have no purpose. You know what God gave me earlier? He just reminded me of this. He said some of their purpose is to be destructive, is to be evil. They're in their purpose. When you belong to Satan, that is your purpose. Their purpose, these ones in particular, is to come after God's children. Think about that. If they're fallen angels, that means Satan manipulated them. They came into agreement with Satan to be on Satan's side, and they got kicked out of heaven with Satan. So again, this is a lot of what we're dealing with here. Even though God say pray for your enemies, love your enemies, all this, that, and the other, a lot of them enemies, they're gone. And they're wondering how you're doing it. Think about what I'm saying here. They're wondering how you're doing it. Any person with, I want to say, some kind of, I want to say some kind of brain, some kind of sense. Even if you're doing something and they're not quite sure, how do you do that? Or what is that? Or they see you, something you're doing, and they're just have questions, like sincerely, they at least know you're doing something that is of significance And instead of coming against it, if this happens, and some people don't ask, but they might be inspired by it. So what am I saying here, kingdom people? These ones who are brain dead, who are reprobates, these ones that's trying to, these ones I'm talking about that's wondering how you are doing it, they're brain dead. They'll never get it. That's why they don't understand the things of God. That's why they don't understand how you're doing it. Now, again, I have to say this too. There are people who may not know you. They watch you and they see you, and I don't mean in a stalkerish way, but they're aware of you. They see you. And let me tell you what they do. They know it's God. They recognize that. And you don't have to say nothing. So, kingdom people, these ones that are wondering how you do it, even though they might at some point know they know it's God, they still have no concept of that because they're brain dead. They're reprobates. They belong to Satan. They can know it's God and still wonder how you do that. Now, here's why. They can't do that. They can't do it like you. And they're not supposed to do it like you per se, but a lot of these people are not inspired to do good. They don't have that drive to do good. They don't have that drive to be better. They don't have that drive to serve God. They don't have that. Why, kingdom people? They've been turned over. They are reprobates. That capacity is gone. If it was ever there for some, unfortunately. So here's the thing, kingdom people. They are wondering how you are doing it. And as Philippians 2:13 says, God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases Him. They're wondering how you're doing it because God is not working in them. So they don't understand how you're doing what you're doing. Is God working in you? God is not working in them. It's Satan working in them. So they don't understand how you're doing this. And the truth is, although many of these people, they're reprobates, clearly Satan is their father. They want to be what they see in you. And they just don't understand how you're doing it. Even how you're doing what you're doing, like did I say this? How you're serving God, how you love God like this, how you're adamant about that and you won't let nothing sway you. They don't understand this. And let me tell you part of why. They're easily swayed. Satan seduces them all the time. He gets them to do whatever he wants them to do. Again, they belong to him. They don't understand. How do you not fall prey to this? Because they did. They just don't understand how you're doing this. Again, God is working in you, giving you the desire. See, can the people, didn't I say earlier? I don't think I used this word, but they don't have that desire. They might want to be what they see. All they really want is that light. They want to be what they see in you, even where the way you carry yourself, because it's attractive. You know, that light, I just keep hearing that light, the way you carry yourself, that drive you have, that, you know, go get it attitude. They don't have that. Is God giving you that desire and the power? It's Him doing it. Now, this ultimately pleases Him because He give you that desire. He give you that power, that go get it, ultimately to do His will, to fulfill His purpose for your life. You see what I'm saying, kingdom people? And I'm just getting right now, they even want some purpose for their life. They know you got that. And they don't understand how you got this. How you do that there? They don't understand it because they don't have that. But it's God working in you. Unfortunately, it's Satan at work in them. So they're not going to get it. They don't have it. They're not going to understand it. Because it's foreign to them. It's very foreign to them. because they have no concept of it. But kingdom people, they are wondering how you are doing it. And that is all I have to say about that. So if you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Make sure you go ahead and ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell so that you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Kingdom people, if there's any information you need to know about me, you can find all that right down below in the description box along with other helpful resources. Kingdom people, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I did good all the way through. Now we come to the end, and I guess I'm just kind of trying to, wrap it up. But let me slow down. I said snow down. Please don't snow. No snow. Let me slow down for you, kingdom people. Where was I? Kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I thank you first for being here. I thank you for all your likes, subscribe, shares, all your comments and feedback, for all your financial contributions to my channel, and for all the seeds that you sow into me in my ministry. Kingdom people, thank you. Now, kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are untouchable, we are unmovable, we are unstoppable, and we are unbreakable. Kingdom people, keep growing, keep going, and go and be great. That is our time. This Jesus girl is out. Shalom and peace.